welcome back. My name's Maxi and this is me, surviving with Immersive Engineering. Hello, welcome back everybody. Yes, back in this world. Okay, excuse me, I do apologise. Just clearing my throat there. Okay, let me just go through a few things while I am about. You may have noticed that I've got a plaque here that says the beginning. Yes, this is where I all started. I have rearranged it a little bit, but I've kept the tree. This tree has been here ever since I started here. This is where I have my bed and my crafting table and smelter. So this is where I first started and did the mine and started getting the materials to build the house and workshop with the tower. So yeah, this is where it all started, all began. So just thought I'd just reminisce and just I thought I would put a plaque on there just to remind me where it all began. I have got a few chickens, so I've got a little bit of egg, although I was hoping for some feathers as well, so we'll just have to see if we can kill some. I know I've got cows running around, but I thought I'd just build a nice little area for the cows to chill out. Which was always fun to drag them around. There is a few more cows. As I said before, I am surrounded by cows, as you can see all over there. I have bred some as well, and some cows there. But I'm going to need leather, and always good for meat as well. So, episode today. Okay, let's get on to what we're going to be doing today. So there's going to be a little bit of improvement. Okay, so what are we improving? Well, I have been AFK for a while, and I've let the iron cook up using the blocks of coal coke, and we have now got 16 stacks, so it's just a little over 2 stacks of steel. So we do produce slag as well with that, so for every block of coal coke that we use, we will produce slag. Okay, but we can use the slag. Still producing this, although at the moment I am absolutely full. Even my, let me just get a bucket out, both of these barrels are absolutely full. So I'm alright for creosote at the moment, and also I'm fine for treated wood. Got quite a bit in there, so not too worried. I have been doing a little bit of resources, trees and things like that. So quite a bit of clay now. There's a load of clay down the bottom end there in the river. So yes, I've been very busy. Right. So slag, I do have some up here, so I do have the stack over there, so I'm going to shove that into there, and then I have some here as well, which we're going to use in a bit. So let's get the steel out. So quite a bit of steel, so it means we can now do a little bit of extra stuff from the old book now. Alright, so we can get a bit more deeper in the book itself, and that's what it's all about. But today we're just going to, like I said, we're going to make some improvements around here, and one of the first improvements is power. At the moment I'm running LV. LV is not too bad, alright, it's only 100k. I want it to be a little bit better. I want to produce a little bit more power, because these do drain that quite quickly when I'm running all three. So yeah, if I had a lot of stack of something, then I would struggle a little bit. So we just want to improve that. But first before I improve anything, the first thing I need is gold and silver, and what we're going to make is electrum, so 50-50 of each, and we should make 2 lots of electrum. So how do we do that? So we use our hammer, and we're going to turn it into gold grit. Now at the moment this is not the most efficient way, but it is the start of how we mean to go on. Okay, so this is how we need to start. So we're going to get all of those. We're going to need the silver as well. That's the reason why I made a second hammer, because I knew that one was going to run out. and then we put the two together, and that gives us our excuse me, electrum. So that's what we're going to do. I couldn't think then. Hey, some baked potatoes. So I'm going to cook these up because I don't want to strip this down yet, because we need to use that or utilise that for our cooking. Right, so while we're doing that, I'm going to need to, I did miscalculate. I was rushing around trying to get some stuff, and I did miscalculate, so I just need to sort out what I actually do need. So if we do that, I believe we want another stack, so another 16. That's the one we want. Excellent. So we want 64. So what we're going to do is we're going to make improved windmills. Okay, so we need to make these improved windmills, and this is using the improved windmill blades, and this is where we need the steel for. And to make the improved windmills, we're going to need tough fabric, and to make the tough fabric we need industrial hemp with a stick. So this should, he says, I'm going to need 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be enough. Wish you could shift click these in. I tell you what, Immersive Engineering could do with a crafting table that you can walk away and walk away from and leave. You know, like Tinker's tools, something like that. So that could be handy to have in the engineers. Yes, Immersive Engineering. So, but anyway, let's move on to what else we need. So get a couple of these. So with that, we're also going to need to make the windmill blades again, which we've already done, and it's not that way. Is that going to be enough? No, we need to make 16 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's our 64. That should be that, and then we should be able to do that and that. And if I do that, that should be our 16 blades, because we're going to be making 2 of these. We need to replace them. So 16 blades with that, like so. And there we go. We've got our 16, improved windmill blades. 2 ingots in there, and there we go. Our 2 windmills. Hey! Excellent, eh? Right, that can go back. Lovely. Right, how's the electrum doing? Excellent. I only made a small amount, but we will need a bit later on. So you look, I put 2 in there. That's how daft I'm going, look. Okay, right. Let's do this. Right, so we're going to need 16 of these turned into plates, like so. And we're going to turn these into electrum wire, like so. Then we need to split these up. And it doesn't matter that I'm making a bit. Alright, because we're going to need a bit anyway. MV is probably one of the main ones that you're going to use straight away. So it doesn't matter that I've made up these amount, because we're going to use quite a bit of it. The next thing I'm going to need to make is the connector. So we made the MV cable, just similar to what we did with the LV, but this time we're using electrum instead of copper. Same with the actual connectors and the relays. Okay, so we still use the hardened clay, but this time we're going to use steel, and that's going to give us the MV connectors. So we're going to make 8 of those, and then we're also going to need to make the relays. Exactly the same. Alright, so nothing different there. We've got a capacitor, which is the MV capacitor, and it's not a waste. Alright, so don't worry about that. So even though we've built it, we're not going to waste it. We can use it for other means, so we can use it later on in the build. But what we do need is these items here, and what we're going to do is we're going to make an MV capacitor, and to do that you're going to need to make, there's 3 iron ingots, bit similar recipe to what the LV was, but this time we're going to be using treated wood planks. Sorry, we're going to be using the block of redstone, alright, instead of the just the redstone dust. 1 iron ingot, and we need 2 electrums now, whereas before it was copper. alright, for the MV one, but this will now give us the, sorry, the LV one, this will now give us the MV one. So that's all set up. I don't think I need Electrum anymore, so we are good to go. I'll talk about the other things in a minute. So this is where we need to start to cut. Now, just a quick one which I haven't mentioned, or didn't mention, or I don't believe I mentioned in the other one, but just want to cover just in case, is that in between the connectors you can only go 16 wide, so 16 blocks between the connectors, and I believe that's including the connectors as well themselves. So yeah, we can only go 16 blocks between. That's whether between the connectors or the relays, or it doesn't matter. Now, another thing as well is that if you destroyed this one, it will destroy that connection and also the other connection to there. If, however, you just wanted to remove one connection, if you get your engineer's wire cutters and you just cut on the connection you need. Now, if I cut that one, it's going to cut both of them, but if I cut that one, it will only cut the ones, whereas if I cut that one, it will cut both of them. Okay, so you can do that. You have to destroy or pick up the actual connectors themselves. Cool. So that's these at the bottom here. So we can pick these up. It will hold its capacity, so it has stored energy. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the LV ones, put them to one side, and we'll stick that one at the bottom. Same as before, bang bang. Make sure it's orange, and then we're going to stick that one there. We're going to stick that on there. That's the MV ones, and then that and that. So everything is exactly the same. Connects up exactly the same. So you need a relay to connect multiple connections rather than a connector. So that's that side done. Now, because I broke the other side, you'll see that there's a connector and also possibly, yes, a wire coil. Oops. Right, so let's go on up here. We also need to disconnect this, so let's just destroy that. So that is them. That is that. And should be that one there. Lovely. Right. Now we can use this one, so we can do our connector there like we did before. So relay. That can go on top there because it's going to be MV instead of LV. Not on the windmill itself. No. Oh, I did pick up the windmill as well. That's good. Handy. Excellent. Right. You to you. You to you. And let's get rid of this windmill as well. Unfortunately though, windmills we are not going to be using anymore. I may think about utilising them, but it is the dynamos that I'm going to need, so I may not use them. We'll have a look. We'll see. We will see. Right. I've just come all the way down here and I need to connect to this. So let me just go back up here again. And click on there. That's right click onto it. Down we go to the bottom and right click onto that. Excellent. And we should be getting no RF because we've got no windmills attached. Hello? Please come in here. Right. So that is that. I shall get my toolkit out and we can put the MV stuff in there because that's always handy to have. Good. And right, let's start attaching our new improved windmills. So that there. Let's go back up. Same process as what we did before. The only thing different this time is that there is more blades. The size is the same, so it should be a 7 by 7. Alright, so in case you wanted to build one yourself, so it's 7 by 7 and the normal windmill is the same. Okay, but this should now be producing, whereas the other one was producing roughly around about the 20 RF or IF as it is in here, but it's similar. It is convertible. So if you've got RF equipment or another mods that are in that use RF, it will convert, and it will also go to EU, which is your IC2. And so yes, it will convert to both, or use on both. And as you can see, it is now power coming in. So they was producing somewhere roughly around about the 20, whereas the two big ones now, the improved ones, they're doing roughly around about 40 each. It's not going to be exact because at the end of the day, the higher you're up, the better it would be, but that is a rough amount that you're going to be producing. Okay, just for a little bit of information there. Right, it is going to get dark, but I've lost a coil somewhere. I don't know where. Don't know where. Where is this coil gone? Hello? I don't know what we lost it on or used it on. Ah well, never mind. Okay. Right. Let's move on to... oh, don't need the capacitor anymore. Let's shove that into there. Okay. Right. Let's move on to these extra bits here. Now, we do have other bricks. I'm thinking of Lego, look, you see. We do have other blocks that we can use. So one of them is the slag itself. Now you can use sand instead of. So if we use that and then go for a recipe on there. Okay, so you can use sand to make concrete. However, we use slag and we get more. So we get half again. And that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use this for concrete, so let's just go back to that again. But we need buckets of water. Yes, I forgot about that. So we'll just get a couple of buckets. Nothing too strenuous. 1, 2. I've got to admit, I do like the windmills. Does bring the building alive a little bit. Just gives that industrial feel about it. Steampunky. Yeah, so I could have built a steampunk house, I suppose. But yeah, I thought this is what I wanted to be. A bit industrial, but yeah, if you wanted to do a bit of steampunky, yeah, definitely could do that. Right, let's go for that. So that's the concrete. So you can go onto concrete and put that down. Pretty good. So it's a nice little building block which I will be using, definitely. There is quite a few builds that we can, or materials that we can use. I'm going to stick that back in there. And we can stick these away as well, so that can go into there. Gravel can go up there. Oh, hang on a minute, I just put that away, I don't know why. Do need to get rid of the slag as well. Another one we can use, so utilise, is we can make hempcrete. So that's our hempcrete there. So I'm just going to do that'll do just a part stack there, because I'll use all my clay up, because at the end of the day clay is something that we need for our capacitors and things like that. But there is hempcrete as well, and this is your hempcrete. So I know it's all in the grey scale, but if you want industrial, yeah, that's something that you can use yourselves. So there is a few blocks, there is some extra ones, but we'll look at them as we progress through. Okay, let's just get rid of this. I don't want to take great big blocks in the workshop. So yeah, so we can do that. Now we've got some slag, and we can use that with some of the hemp seeds. So if you some of the hemp, so yeah, industrial hemp fibre, if you didn't know what to use with it. Now I said about improvement, so we've improved power, so this should now be producing the power, and this will go up to 1 million, so that's pretty good. So we'll store quite a bit of energy in there. Now one of the things I also want to improve on is, well, I'm not a big fan of torches, and to me this is not something that I would want to put up. So I want to try something else. So if I put lantern, can't spell. There's two types of lanterns. Obviously you've got your normal Minecraft lantern, jack-o'-lanterns, and you've got the sea lanterns, but Immersive Engineering also brings in two lanterns. One is just a normal lantern, a little bit like a torch, uses glowstone, iron plates and any pane of glass, and that produces three of you. And there's also powered lanterns. Now the powered lanterns I'm going to use later on, and this is what I'm going to use the LV for, just to power some lanterns, but I'm going to use them outside. Inside we're just going to do some ordinary lanterns, and this is what I've got these here for. So what I'm going to do, just turn this iron into plates like so, and then we want 3 and 3. Hang on a minute, let me just turn these into blocks. Ooh, nearly made a mistake then. Okay, so that's that. So I should have 9 of these. Now I don't know what they look like, so I just didn't want to make too many. But I was thinking that these might make a better, make it look a little bit better. Don't know, perhaps, I wonder. Ah, yes, I wonder if we could put them onto blocks instead. Let's have a look. Let's get some wood. Let's get some oak. Oh. Turning the sand around. Let's have a look. So let's get some blocks. Okay, so we do a block. Does that look? Don't know. Does it look okay? Let's have a look at this one here. Let's do that. Do that. So I think it looks okay. It looks better than sitting having a torch everywhere. Not sure about that, but because I think that looks better there, but I do like them in the corners. So let's just do that one as well. But it means that we can get rid of these torches, and it doesn't look so. Ooh. Perhaps need something coming down the middle here. Perhaps use some fences or something. So yeah, I just want to make it look a little bit more industrial. So again, let's just move this out of the way. But this was all about a bit of improvements and making it look aesthetic. And see, it's in the way of all my cobblestone. Although, yeah, it might be alright. Yeah, it might be alright. Because I'm not going to keep that there. I want to have a proper storage area. But yeah, definitely going to start moving and definitely going to start removing these torches. It's not what. See, it looks better. Looks better already. I think the powered ones will be a little bit too much. Might actually look at other. Might have a look at these and see if I can do something a little bit different to just a block down. But having said that, don't look too bad. Don't look too bad. Quite like that. Put another one here in this corner here, so I might make some more. But yes, definitely an improvement from having torches. So it is like a torch. No, not much different to a torch itself. And it means I can start to get rid of the torches all around here and make it a little bit more realistic, a little bit more rustic, less Minecrafty with all the torches about, because they're not the best of looking sights. But let's have a quick look at the time. Done pretty well for time actually. Got everything that I wanted to do, so I mean, look at that, it's over halfway now, so we're going to be starting to so we're producing a fair amount of power now, but it means that I can actually cook up things quite quickly. So if I just show you what I mean, this should be able to maintain the heat a lot better, and yeah, should be pretty good. That where's that skeleton gone? Where is he? He's just died. There he is, look. Now he just died. Die, fiend. Have that. Creepers about. Don't like creepers. Really do not like creepers. So we've had a few improvements to the house. Now we've got better power into the actual workshops itself. So now we can probably start looking at better machines. We will look at some other power sources, because like I say, windmills is the basics. They're not the highest up. As you can see, we're on the map on the top there. We can see that I'm only at 64, so it's not the highest. They're not going to produce the highest amount of power. If you was in an extreme hills, then yes, you would get a better power ratio, but we're not that high up here, and I don't really want a massive dirty great big town. I just want to keep it simple, but that's the reason why I produced 2. But there is a couple of things that I do want to have in here, so there'll be a few changes as we progress through in addition to here. But like I say, we will look at other power sources where we can actually produce a little bit more power. But that is it for now. I do hope you will like. Please like and subscribe if you did, and I will hopefully see you all, creeper, in the next episode. But I've got to admit, these do look mighty fine. Okay, well, this is Maximilian signing off. I shall see you all in the next episode. Like I said, I hope you liked, and please subscribe. And see you for now. Bye bye.